In long term, profits decide the price. In short term, sentiment decides the price. Since sentiments keeps on changing, you have different returns. And since profit is the same for everyone, everyone earns the same return. Take my word, there is no fortunate, unfortunate person in long term. Everybody has same returns because everybody are earning the profits of companies, nothing else. And profits are the same for every investor, friends. So if you want to ensure that you want to earn from equities, what you need to do, you should come as a long-term investor, come what may. Then only you can ensure that you can earn from equities. But there's a danger. What's the danger is? Danger is very simple, friends. Let me show a slide where you will see all combination of all these 4 different slides. This is I have done with the HDFC Equity Fund. HDFC Equity Fund, one of the most wonderful fund in the industry today, has completed 20 years recently only. If you invested 10,000 rupees 20 years back, this is almost 5 lakhs today. That kind of 50 times your money has been made in this fund, and that's entirely tax-free. Or if you have done an SIPs 20 years back with a policy 2,000 rupees, every month you invested only 2,000 rupees. In total, you have put only 4,80,000 rupees. That 4,80,000 which you have invested in the period of 20 years is today valuing at more than crore of rupees. That kind of returns this scheme has generated. Now look at this, but the most unfortunate thing, friends, in this, only 2% of investors of this scheme has earned these returns. Why? Because they only survived beyond 10 years. 68% of investors have left HDFC Equity Fund within first 3 years. That's the most unfortunate thing which has happened with the best scheme of India. Look at what I have done in this research. I have seen all the people, those who have come to HDFC Equity Fund. There are many people who have kept their money only for 1 year. Some people have kept their money for 2 years. Some people have kept their money for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And likely some people have kept their money for 15 years. For every period, I have less fortunate, unfortunate, less fortunate investors and more lucky investors. So unlucky investors and lucky investors. That is, I have a curve of minimum return and I have a curve of maximum returns. What you observe in this graph, as the time increases, what is happening to the returns? The gap between the two is reducing. And after 4 years, there is no investors who earn losses in HDFC Equity Fund. And with time increasing, their income is, their return is rising. But at the same time, the higher returns are falling. And by 15 years, they converge. Everybody is earning the same return, whether they are lucky or you are unlucky. This is what you need to do if you want to become good equity investors. As simple as this, very simple. Since it is so simple, we don't believe it. Right? Normally this happens in our life. The simple thing, we don't believe it. So the biggest danger with the equity investment is this, friends. I'll play this game with you. Gambling and investment. What's the relation between gambling and investment? Friends, every investment is a probabilistic endeavor. There is no certainty. Let me be very clear to you. We don't deal with certainty, we deal with probability. And probability always sets in with a large number. Every investment in this world is gambling. Please don't get disheartened. But this is a statement I want to give. Every investment in this world is gambling. This is the bad news. But the good news, not every gambling is investment. So what's the difference between the two? Let us understand this. I play a game with you, friend. The game is with a coin. It's a fair coin. Fair coin means one side head and one side tail. If I toss a coin, what are the chances you'll get head? 50%. And what are the chances you'll get tail? 50%. Fair enough. Now look at this. If I toss a coin, and if it is head, I'll give you 100 rupees for sure. Right? But if it is tail, you have to give me 100 rupees. Getting my point? If I'll toss a coin, if it is head, I'll give you 100 rupees. And if it is tail, you will give me 100 rupees. Is it gambling or not? It's gambling. Will you play this game with me? Any one of you. Will you play this game with me? For head, I'll give you 100 rupees. Head plus 100. Tail minus 100. Yes, sir? Yes? How many of you will play this game with me? One person. Why you will play this game with me? You? You are ready to take risk. How? Yes, you may gain also. You're very right. You're right. You may gain also and you may lose also. Right? You're taking risk. You should take risk like that. No, we'll come reasoning later. We'll come reasoning later. I just want to know, will you play or not? What she is touching upon and what he is touching upon, if time permits, if you'll give me 5-10 minutes more, I can discuss that also. There's a research by one person called Daniel Kahneman. He's, I think, one of the greatest psychologists in the world as on date, right? As far as the finance is concerned, only in financial psychology. His name is Daniel Kahneman. He got Nobel Prize in 2002 just for discovering this, why people lose money in equities, right? So if time permits, we'll discuss that because she has touched upon that aspect. But let remain within the reference here in this game. This is the game. For head, I'll give you 100 rupees. For tail, I'll take 100 rupees. This is gambling or not? This is gambling. Do you want to do this gamble with me? She is doing, 1%. He also wants to do. So 2% are playing this game. 2% are taking gambling. शाम को आप लोग कहाँ जाते हैं मुझे बताइएगा, मैं भी चलूँगा. Right? So I find only two guys are playing here. So I change conditions. Head, if it is head, I'll toss again. If it is head, I'll give you plus 200. If it is tail, I'll take only 100. Now how many of you will play this game now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people are playing. Okay. I change the conditions further. Head, if it is head, I'll give you plus 500. If it is tail, I'll take only 100. Now how many will play? Look at the confidence. He is sure that he is going to play, but he is confident others, everybody will also play. Now, as I told you, every investment is a probabilistic endeavor. Let us understand this now. Please tell me, now we will talk of winning only. We'll not talk here losing. For a moment, we'll talk winning only. What is the probabilities condition 1 that you will win? Sure? What is the probability in condition 2 that you will win? What is the probability in condition 3 that you will win? There are two kinds of probabilities, dependent and independent. The sad aspect is, friends, you are taking decisions on dependent probability. Whether you will earn 100 rupees, 200 rupees or 500 rupees depends on the occurrence of head. But the occurrence of head remains same in all the three conditions. Can I ask you why you are playing then? I accept these two guys playing everywhere. I accept them. But what about others? Those who are not playing here, why they were playing here? And those who are not playing here, why they are playing here? Let me tell you one thing. You know what the inference is? Let me tell you one thing. What the inference is? The inference is very simple. Those who are not investing in equities today at 27,000, I assure you, you will invest at 35,000. Those of you who will not invest at 35,000 will surely invest at 50,000. As the market rises, you will be more tempted to investment. And this is called impulsive decision. You are taking decision on the basis of outcome, not on the basis of process. This is what very anti-Gita. वो गीता लिखा ही इसीलिए कि हम ऐसा करते हैं. Well, we are investing in looking at the outcome. Friends, very carefully, this is the most important thing we need to understand. Every investment is probabilistic activity. There is no certainty. This is gambling. Let us convert this gambling into investments. Right? We'll do that. How to do that? Assume that I'll give you 200 rupees for the head. I'll give you 200 rupees for the head and I'll take 100 rupees for the tail. Right? This is gambling or not? This is gambling. Right? Play this game 100 times, what will happen? Can you lose? You cannot lose. The same gambling has become investment. The same gambling has become investment because there is a large number of 100. The probability sets in when there is a large number. Why you have thrown the mango on the 1,500 trees where the 500 mangoes are hanging? Because number is large. Only the large number can ensure probability. The function of probability sets in if the number is large. In 100, what will happen? 50 times it will be head. 50 times it will be tail. 50 times you will get 200 rupees, that is 10,000 rupees. And 50 times you have to pay 100 rupees, that is 5,000 rupees. Your net gain is 5,000. And this is the reason that those people who always remain in equity markets through whatever means, say SIPs, they never lose. They never lose. That's why we advise to be in SIPs. Because in large numbers, probability sets in. So what is investments, friends? Investment number one is probabilistic activity. And investment number two is very important. Investment is not an endeavor to increase the quantum of reward. This is what you have done. Investment is not an activity where you attempt to increase the quantum of reward. Investment is an activity where you attempt to increase the chances of reward. Are you getting my point? This is what you need to do. Increase the chances of reward rather than the quantum of reward. We do the reverse. Don't do that. Let us come back to me the very interesting thing, what she has referred to. Will it take 5 minutes? Yeah? What she has referred to and what General Cameron has made us understand this. This is called prospect theory. What's the prospect theory is? Let us assume you have come here in this meet. Now assume that since you have come here in this meet, we'll give you something. We'll give you, say, 1,000 rupees. Why we are giving you 1,000 rupees? Because you have come to this meeting. Since you have come to this meeting, we are giving you 1,000 rupees. We are happy that you have come here. You have been rewarded with 1,000 rupees. But this 1,000 rupees is given to you with two options. Necessarily one of the options you have to opt. Option number one. Option number A. You will get additional 500 rupees for sure. So how much money you are having now? 1,500? This is for sure. Sure and certain. The option number B. I will toss a coin. I will toss a coin. If it is head, I'll give you additional 1,000 rupees. But if it is tail, you will get nil. So what you will take? You will take A or you will take B? I may ask reasons as well. How many of you will take, because I'm listening more of A, how many of you will take B? Certainly she will take B because she loves to take risk. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 are taking B. So how many of are there in this hall? Maybe 30, 40? So out of 40, 3 people are taking B and 37 are taking A. Nothing wrong in it. This is what your behavior is. This is what your character is. This is what you want. This is what is appropriate to you. You want to go with certainty. You don't want to go with risk. Right? Here is a guy who is taking risk. But the problem, you know, what's the problem is? The problem with the people, those who are taking risk, what will happen? When these guys, those who have taken B, when they will go home, assume that it is T, that it is tail. So what will happen now? You have taken B now? No, assume that it is B. What is your loss? How you can say nothing? What's your loss? If you have taken B, your loss is 500,000 you will get. Your loss is your loss. So how you will feel? After incurring this loss, how you will feel? Why you will not feel bad? You are not done. Oh, sir, we have come to this world without anything, sir. How you can say this? This is a very poor argument. What we have brought with us? Nothing, na? Don't say that argument. Your loss is 500 rupees. So how do you feel when you will lose 500? How do you feel? Why you feel bad? Because you have lost money. So next time what you will do? Next time what, you will go for A or you will go for B? Next time we'll go for the A. And this is the problem. Why 90% people lose in equities? A regret of loss. People come to equities and very first year they lose money and they take गंगा जल in हाथ, कभी वापस नहीं आऊँगा. और फिर मार्केट बढ़ता है फिर आ जाते हैं. ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं आते हैं. लेकिन जब भी आते हैं कब आते हैं जब मार्केट बढ़ता है और जाते कब है जब मार्केट गिरता है. So unfortunate. Right? And for this, there is a psychologist called Solomon Asch. Great psychologist, 1950s, he discovered something very interesting called peer pressure. What is peer pressure? Look at this. He is a very kind gentleman, immediately accepted that next time I'll go for A. You know why he will go for A? He will go home, he will narrate the story to his wife. You are married? Yeah. He will narrate the story to his wife, right? And what happened in the meeting? In this such and such thing game was there, and I opted for B. So what happened? It was head or tail? It was tail. And what happened? I lost 500 rupees. Then his wife will ask, what your friend has done, neighbor? He has opted A or B. Then he will say he has opted for A. Then his wife will react, look at yours, I will look at him. Next time, never ever go for peer pressure. Whenever the market falls, if you invest in equities, your friends, your family members will always make fool of you, isn't it? What you have done here? Why you invested there? You are the only intelligent people in the world. Nobody is investing. Why you are investing? This is called peer pressure. What is peer pressure? Understand this. Most of